In this video, we'll create the layouts for our criminal intent, and we're going to create two layouts. One is to host the fragment, and the other one is the actual layout for the fragment itself. So let's go ahead and go to the default created layout for our Hello World app. And we could use the graphical layout, and we're going to create a frame layout. So you can see, if you go to the layouts, you can take all the layout code and just drag it onto the visual editor there, and it'll add the code for that control. I've got the code done, so I'm going to type in a single frame layout, and this single frame layout then becomes the container layout for our fragment. So what we can do then, if we were creating a tablet-based app, is we could create a different layout file with multiple frame layout or multiple fragment containers, and then reuse the fragments that we're creating in this code. Okay, so now our layout, again, is just a container view for a single fragment. Next, we're going to create a layout file for our fragment. So we need to create a new XML file. And you should see, if you right-click on the layout folder and select New, an option for Android XML file. In some versions, you might not see that. If that's the case, click Other, and then select Android, and you can see Android XML file. There's also a little more detailed version with the Android layout file there. Okay, so we're going to call this one fragment crime.xml. We're not going to add anything to it. And to start, we'll just put a single linear layout. We've got that. I'm just going to paste the code I've got though into the editor here. So we've got a linear layout and single edit text control inside the layout, and we're going to save that. Now you can see I've added a couple strings. We need to go create those strings. So I'm going to go to strings.xml, and let's see. First, I guess I'll demonstrate with the editor. So first of all, hello world. Here's the name we would use in code, and here's the value that would be output. We don't need hello world, and we don't need action settings, so I'm going to remove these two. You could also go right to the XML. So here we have crime intent, or I'm sorry, app name, which is crime intent. We're going to keep that, and I'll fix it so it matches what we have in the book here to criminal intent. And then I want one more, two more. Title activity crime, which will be the title string for our activity. And then one more, which is a hint for entering our title. Save that. You can see if we flip back to our edit text, you can see that we've got crime title hint, and I'm missing the attribute name, which is hint. And that's it. So we've got two layouts. One is an empty layout for the activity, which will host the fragment, and that's just a single frame layout that we've called fragment container. And then the next is the layout for the fragment itself, which will display the fields for entering the crime. Thanks.